Now it's recording.
I really looked at the website. I saw it.
What does he say here? The Torah is not only a set of rules or a science, knowledge, and wisdom. It's how to say it, but we have no words. We have to use the words because it's so abstract, so we have no choice.
Yeah.
When we talk about Hashem, so we're saying it's definite, it's unlimited. Now, when we ask, does he have knowledge? Does he have wisdom? So actually, this question is a catch-22. Why? If we say he does have knowledge and wisdom, so actually means we put him in parts. There is he, there is his knowledge, and there's something what he knows about. So I would say, is he one or is a few? And of course, if something is unlimited, if God is unlimited and definite, it cannot be divided, so it cannot be parts. So of course, we cannot say he has knowledge and wisdom and understanding because it's him. Now the question, the other side, if we say do not, it's a Tani today.
It's a fast day. Really.
So if we talking to say God forbid he doesn't have, so then we say it's limited again because he's missing the knowledge and wisdom. So either way would be wrong.
But we can't even come close. We can't even.
So the answer is depends what knowledge and wisdom we're talking. If we talk in the level of knowledge and wisdom that we understand it, no, it doesn't exist there. But if we talk in the ultimate knowledge and wisdom, then there is that. Why? We will have to explain in two dimensions, two levels. One level is our knowledge and wisdom is a result of consequences. And consequences from what? If we see a table, that table gives us knowledge. If the table wouldn't exist, would we know about the table? What makes knowing about the table? Because the table exists. So our knowledge is a result of something.
It's concrete.
Even when we talk about something abstract, there is still a knowledge, but our brain understands it, explains it, even comes up with something, but there is still a something. Why? Because we cannot think about something that it's not limited. Everything is limited. So if one limited thing, existence, gets in contact with another limited existence, there's supposed to be something to put them in contact. So the same we have a visual contact. I see the table. Then there is a more spiritual connection. It's called understanding the table, understanding the person. But if there isn't a person, you cannot understand it. So every time we talk about something, existence. Why? Because I am limited. The table is limited. What can be a connection between me and the table when there is light? Light takes off some limitations, so I can connect to the table. So the table is in my eyes. My eyes come to the table.
Through the table, we can know the other person.
It's concrete,
Yes,
right?
but that's another point.
It's something concrete.
No, but he was asking if we go in deeper to the table, we'll say the person, what he made the table, he put in some power in it. And from that we can recognize the person. It's true, but that's a higher level. We're not going to go in there. But the idea, what I wanted to bring out is just one point. That every knowledge and wisdom is limited. We are limited as well. And that's why, if you say, I understand, so me and what we're learning about and the knowledge himself are three things. Each one has a positive side and a limitation. Me is not knowledge, but I can perceive knowledge. The object what we're talking is not knowledgeable at all, but exists. Then me understanding that knowledge. When we
To a
talk,
certain extent.
yes, of course we're talking only because we're limited.
Yeah.
If we say that Hashem is unlimited, what do we mean Hashem is unlimited? He can do a lot of things or nothing limits him. If he can do a lot of things, he's limited. Not only is limited, if each thing gives him more to be bigger. So it's actually made from a lot of details. Then it's not Hashem. What means unlimited?
It's
There's
absolute.
nothing limited, no limitation at all. So we'll take unlimited in different levels. Let's say I can throw a stone 100 meters, and the stone weighs 10 kilo, and I have enough strength to throw it 100 meters. Someone will come and ask, well, you can throw it 100 meters, but to what direction? South, east, west, north. What direction what would be the answer? Doesn't make any difference. As long as if I have the power, the strength to throw it, directions are not limited here. Because it doesn't make any difference, right? We'll go on a higher level. We say someone is a brain, is a genius. Everything he can understand. Someone will come and ask, what can he understand? Philosophy, psychology, or math?
Einstein.
It doesn't make a difference. Because in such a brain, everything is light. So it doesn't limit what reason. You see, here we went up a higher level in being unlimited. Before was, you throw the stone, the question is only south or east or west. You see, that doesn't limit. What we need power is how far you throw it. But you don't need to limit to what direction, because that doesn't limit. If Hashem would create a 7 direction, like we have up and down, east, west, north, east. But if Hashem would create another direction, you don't need another power to throw the stone. If Hashem will take off one direction, one side, would I change? No. Because I have the power to throw, and I'm not limited. Whatever there is, it's unlimited. Meaning unlimited means it's not built from details. It's just taking away all the limitation, because there's a perfection here. And it doesn't make a difference, any limits.
How
The
about a
same
man like
thing.
Einstein?
Einstein was still limited. He was not. It was less limited than a regular person.
Yeah.
But in his level, there is the power, and in what is limited. Each thing has the essence. What we see is the results of the limitation. Like we have the table. There is the table, and the essence of the table means the idea of the table. The idea of the table is not limited with the table, right? If I have an idea how to build a table, time and space wouldn't limit it. How to materialize it, that's something else. Meaning there is the materialistic table, and then there is the table in a higher level, but it's a spiritual. Since spirituality is not limited with physical limitations, right? That's why the physical limitations don't apply there. But at the same time, it doesn't have the physical futures. It cannot exist physical. Now let's imagine something unlimited. It can exist physical and spiritual. Can we imagine such a thing? We cannot. We cannot imagine such a thing because either it's physical, either it's spiritual. Why? Because we live in a world, there is a limitation between spirituality and physicality. It's two levels, two worlds. Put them together, it's almost impossible. Now, if something is really unlimited with physical at all, would it make a difference? It wouldn't make a difference at all. So if we take all the creations and we put them together as one center, what would come out of it? Something that's totally unlimited. So we say we would say the knowledge, the one what has the knowledge, and the object what the knowledge is about is one thing there. But is it practical or it's a higher level because it's unlimited? Can we understand it? We cannot. But logic says there must be such a level. Because if we have three things, all of them come from some source. And that source is called God. So he's not limited. So now if you ask, does Hashem have knowledge? Depends what knowledge we're talking about. If we're talking about unlimited knowledge, then you cannot apply to Hashem. But if we're talking about the essence of knowledge, not missing knowledge, he's unlimited. How can he miss something? So what kind of level of knowledge does he have? That he is the knowledge himself, is the object of the knowledge is, because it's not something about but he gets it from the results from something. It's not because of consequences. It's not because it's de facto there is, that's why I get knowledge. It's because it's the knowledge himself, but it's unlimited. So now if we're asking, when we look at Hashem with our limited view, is there missing knowledge? Cannot be. If there is missing, is the knowledge? Knowledge we're talking about that is not. And that's the Torah. The Torah is in such a high level that it's not something we can really say, it's this, it is, it is. It's part of him. But he revealed that and he put it down from one level to the other. He dropped it down that we should be able to understand it and get it. Looks like we understand, but it actually match. It's in himself. So the Torah and him are two things or one thing? One thing. In other words, when we learn Torah, what do we have in our brain? Hashem. Because the Torah and Hashem is one, we get one with the knowledge of the Torah, so we get one with Hashem. Now, applying it to us, so the Alter Rebbe is saying, since the 10 essays are from the Torah, and the Torah is part of him, the same as Hashem exists forever, the Torah exists forever. And that explains why the creature needs to be created every moment, and the Torah can do it. But let's elaborate it more on it at that point tomorrow, because that's a point by himself.
Very good. Thank you.